Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jake with the Depression Coalition. So today I just wanted to make a quick video and reach out to you guys and talk a little bit about comparison. First, I'd like to just put this out there. I'm going to start trying to do these more often, and if you guys could subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on the Facebook page, share the videos that I'm putting out, I'd really appreciate it, because I'm trying to reach out to more people, and I think the more people that I have following me and subscribed, it's going to help keep me more accountable. So if you guys could help me grow the following, I'd really appreciate it. So that being said, I want to talk about something that that I still struggle with, and I think a lot of people struggle with, is comparison. And comparison can be really detrimental to your mental health because of the things that you tell yourself. So a lot of the things that can both motivate me and take me the other direction is the things that I'm telling myself in my head. So the days that I'm feeling good and confident, and I'm feeling motivated, and I'm telling myself that I'm strong, I'm good at what I'm doing, the things that I do, and just general positive mental attitude. Those are the days that I feel better. I get through my workouts easier. I push myself harder. The days that I'm telling myself that I'm worthless, that I shouldn't even work out because it's pointless, because I won't do it like I think I ought to, or I won't do well when I'm competing in jiu-jitsu, and I tell myself I shouldn't even sign up because I don't have any business being there. Things like that. Those are the times that you start to question, what's the point? Why am I doing these things? So those thoughts in your head and that self-talk comes from kind of your experiences, and a lot of times comparison, looking to others and things that they're doing and how they're doing, that can be detrimental to the things that you tell yourself. For instance, you see someone, let's say you take on a new sport or activity, and you see someone that started about the same time that you did, and let's say they're doing better than you, and then you're telling yourself, man, I'm not doing as good as them, so I should just quit, or I'm not good at this. And that can be really detrimental to your mental health and overall to all your goals, because then you'll end up quitting. So a saying I've heard before is, don't measure yourself with someone else's ruler. And it's really easy. It's easier said than done. I still struggle with it, but you have to look at the person you were yesterday and say, am I better than that person than I was yesterday? And that's the only thing you can compare yourself to, because here's the thing, you don't know the situation that another person has in their life. Not to mention, in today's day and age with social media, maybe the perception that you're getting that they're doing better than you is a false perception anyway. So you've really got to just stay focused on yourself and make sure that you're improving yourself, and that's all that matters. And you're making those incremental gains. And I'll tell you guys a story that kind of resonated with me lately. So as you guys know, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 3 years. And a lot of times some of the negative stuff, it's been very good for my mental health, but a lot of times some of the negative things that I tell myself come from these experiences that I have in jiu-jitsu. Such as I'm not doing as well against other people that like I said earlier, that started the same time I was, or people that I feel like I should be better than. And jiu-jitsu's tough because it's a combat sport, so you're going against another person. So it's tough to take that person out of it whenever you're judging how you're doing. But anyway, so I think I hold myself to a pretty high standard, and I tell myself, I should be drilling, or I should be doing this. And I watched a documentary. It's called Daisy Fresh. It was on flow grappling, and it was really interesting. And it's about a group of guys in Mount Vernon, Illinois, who moved into an old laundromat and gutted it and put mats down on the floor, and they literally live in the gym and train all day, every day. I mean, and these guys are absolute killers. They're doing really well in high level grappling competition, but because they eat, sleep, and breathe jiu-jitsu, literally. And I watched this documentary, and I want to preface that I'm not taking anything away from what these guys have accomplished. It's amazing. But the first thing that I said to myself is, man, I don't want that life. And because you kind of get caught up in the romanticism of it a little bit. You think, man, I should just quit my job and I should move down there and train with those guys. And then I thought, oh wait, I have a farm, I have property, I like to hunt, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a family here, and there's things that I like to do other than jiu-jitsu. And I kind of, it put that in perspective for me. And I said, okay, you know, that's not the life that I want. And for those guys, that is the life they want, and that's awesome. I'm happy for them. But it kind of was like a dividing line in my life when I realized that I have to set my own priorities and realize that there's people, and I kind of talked about this in my last video, there's people that have different priorities than you. And so that's what you have to realize and kind of come to terms with it in your own mind. So yeah, I think I'll just end it there. You know, I want people to realize that you have to set your own priorities and your own goals, and comparing yourself to others can be detrimental. Now, it's good to find role models, and again, so these guys, I consider them role models because, you know, their discipline is way up there, and they're really committing to something. So I aspire to be like them in certain aspects. Like if my training, I want to go hard like they do in training, but at the same time, I have different goals and different things that I want to do in my life. So you can aspire and you can take other people as role models and use those things in your own life as models, but try to avoid the comparison aspect of it. So again, guys, thanks for listening or watching, and let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about specifically, and I'm going to try to get more regular about these. So please like, subscribe, reach out, share with your friends if there's something in this video that resonated with you, and let me know. Thanks, guys. Take care.